Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Joy of Gymnastics. I'm Coach Joy. Today I have with me my assistant Melanie over here. We are going to be covering part 3 of our flexibility workout series. We are doing our arms today. Whoop, whoop. Yep, gonna get nice and strong, get those tickets to the gun show, maybe some season passes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are going to start out by doing some arm circles here. We're gonna give each other some room, and then just big arm circles back and around. I'm really digging our fun leotards today. I'm totally embodying my spirit animal, a shark, and Melanie's over here is just bringing her inner Batman to life today. We are gonna get so strong. Get those muscles working. Trying to do nice big arm circles here. We really want to get our shoulders and our arms warmed up today. We are going to be working them hard. All right, you can even do some claps back and forth. There we go. There we go. How in sync can we get? Woohoo! Yeah. All right. Getting everything nice and open. Okay, next we're gonna take that right arm up, bring it behind the back, and tug on that elbow. And breathe. Always breathing here. We're gonna take some extra time in these stretches today since we're focusing on our arms and our upper body. And go ahead and swing those arms open. Left arm comes up and pull it behind the head. All right, and go ahead and open those arms back up. Right arm comes across the chest now, again, keeping that arm nice and locked out. We want the stretch happening here in our shoulders. Just gonna go ahead and tug that across the chest. Here you can throw in some neck stretches. Please go nice and slow here. I don't like to roll my head around because then you really open up the possibility of kind of crinking it the wrong way. So I just like to go back and forth, always bringing it back to center and side to side. And open those arms up. Other arm comes across the chest. Same thing, you can keep working out those neck muscles. We're putting a lot of pressure into our shoulders today. Want to make sure that our neck always stays nice and relaxed. Never want to put any strain on your neck. Okay, next we're going to take our hands, place them right by our knees. And with straight arms, we're going to take our shoulders over our wrists. This really helps for the flexibility in your wrists for when you go to do handstands or cartwheels. Also, if you just type at a desk a lot or use your hands for your job, go ahead and switch those hands around so your thumbs are now facing outward, fingers towards the knees, and rock backward. This is a great forearm stretch as well as wrist stretch. And one more personal favorite, we're gonna place the tops of our hands on the mat, palms facing up, and rock back. Oh. This feels really awesome if you've been practicing your handstands or cartwheeling a whole bunch. All right, go and rock forward, come off those rests. You can roll them out, give them a little shake. Okay, next Mel and I are gonna kind of turn to the side here so we can give each other some room. All right, now we're going to move into a child's pose. I'm going to take a wide-kneed child's pose, and Melanie is going to stay with her knees close together. There is no wrong or right way of doing this, just whatever feels good for you, whatever you're needing in your body. In this child's pose, we're really stretching our arms out in front of us, curling our tailbone down and forward. We're really trying to stretch our spine here like Laffy Taffy. Every time we inhale, expanding those ribs. Taking just a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to kind of just move the hips a little bit forward, and we are going to thread our right arm through our left, placing our head on the mat and reaching our left arm out above our head here. And I'm really pressing down into my right shoulder to kind of create that stretch. I feel it all the way back down in my shoulder and down into my side even. And breathing. We always want to make sure that our bodies are nice and warmed up and lubricated for our stretches and our workouts, instead of just going right into things. You have a possibility of hurting something when you just go cold into your workouts. I'm going to go ahead and pick back up. Now we're threading that left arm through. Always breathing. Again, I feel this stretch right in the back of my shoulder and kind of down my spine. Takes about 30 seconds for a stretch to actually initiate, so it's not even until a minute mark that you've started to gain the benefits of your stretch. So we really want to try and hold these for a long time. We don't want to shortchange ourselves. All right, and then coming back to child's pose. Let's give one more nice tug here. Taking just a few breaths here. All right, next we're going to press up into our down dog. I usually like to gauge my down dog from my plank here, so that way I have my hand and foot placement down. You want to tuck those ribs, make sure you can see that belly button, heels pressing towards the floor, shoulders are rolled back and down the spine. Here you can start to pedal out your feet. You can even roll them around in circles. All right. Next, we're actually going to push back through to that plank and then chaturanga down and then pull up to cobra. So we're actually going to make this kind of a little mini circuit. So we're just going to keep connecting all of those, going back and forth. This is just going to really lubricate our arms and get us prepared to work them out. So next I'm going to go reverse chaturanga, so I'm lowering my body close to the mat before pressing back into my down dog. And then pushing back forward to that chaturanga, pulling up and back through to cobra, and exhaling, reverse chaturanga, press, press, press away. Back to down dog, breathing. And one more time, pushing through to that chaturanga, lowering down and lifting to cobra. And exhale, reverse chaturanga. Back to down dog. Good job. Good job. And let's go ahead and take those knees back down to a child's pose. Okay, we are going to be pressing into our mountains now, which is again our sort of condensed down dog here. Here we're going to be doing some mountain push-ups, and as I go down, I'm going to be keeping my elbows in for more of a chaturanga style push-up, whereas Melanie's going to be taking her elbows out. The elbows out is just a little bit easier on the arms, so if you need to take it down a notch, you can certainly go there. But the choice is yours on how much resistance you want to give your body. So just go ahead and start pressing down. Press back up. The slower you go, the more control you take it, the harder of a workout it will be, the better results you'll get. Again, we're keeping our necks really just nice and relaxed here. We don't want to strain anything. I'm not pushing my shoulders into my ears. Whew. Do a couple more here. Ooh, all right. Let's go ahead and come down into a forearm plank here. Your feet can be hips distance apart, and then elbows just under the shoulders. And then we're actually going to push over our forearms just a little bit, keeping that core tight, and breathe. Keeping the shoulders rolled back and down, elbows pressing into the mat. Nice neutral spine. And slowly lower back down. Whew. Taking a breath here. Next, we're going to be going into Melanie's personal favorite, the forearm press ups. So what we're going to be doing is getting back onto our forearms, pressing up into our plank. Then we're actually going to raise up one arm at a time and then lower back down one at a time. So just go ahead and press up, lower down. We want to keep that core nice and tight. Always squeezing, working every muscle of the body here. We don't want our back sagging towards the mat. Keeping the core nice and engaged. The slower you do this, remember, the more of a workout it will be. Just a few more here. And then slowly lower back down. Whew. We are never dropping out of any of our workouts, okay? Want to make sure we use that control to come out. Next, we're going to be going up into our Locust Pose. You can either have your arms out in front of you or your arms back at your sides, depending on how much of a challenge you want in this workout. But we definitely want our shoulders rolling back and down, chest pulling through. We want a nice neutral spine here. I'm not cranking my head to look up at all. And we're holding and breathe. Keep lifting, squeezing the gluteus, and slowly exhaling to lower back down. Taking a breath here. Next, we're going to just start kind of incorporating that into some roll-ups. Again, you can keep your arms at your sides or in front of you for an added workout. But what we're going to do is, from the mat, raise up and lower back down. And raise up. A couple more times. Ooh, and back down. Ikavai. That really gets you in the back there too, doesn't it? Okay, to give our arms a break, we're just gonna go ahead and come to kneeling. We are going to clasp our hands behind our back, and we're going to fold forward, placing the crown of our head onto the mat and really just letting our shoulders open and peel forward over our head. We want them nice and relaxed here. Giving them a nice break. This is a great pose for tight shoulders. Breathing, really just letting your arms sink down and forward. All right, and on your next inhale, go ahead and come back to kneeling. Now we're going to flip over onto our backs for some bridge. I'm going to stagger forward a little bit so you guys can see us in our poses here. Next, we're going to lay back. Go ahead and make sure that you get your feet just to the tips of your fingers without really having to reach for them, about hips distance apart here. Next, we're going to make those tray table hands that we were talking about in our previous videos. We want them to be nice and flat just under the shoulders, taking those tray table hands, feet about hips distance apart. We're going to press in through the feet to lift the hips, then pressing up into the arms. Here, I'm gonna walk my hands back just slightly. Next, I'm going to bend my elbows to bring my face to the mat. Hello, microphone. And press back up. And then bend the elbows to slowly lower back down. And press back up. And third time, press, 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 press. And back up. Tuck that chin. And slowly lower back down. All right, I'm going to hug my knees now. I'm just gonna rock back and forth, massage out that spine. A little counterbalance from our back bend here. You can even rock side to side, coming elbow to elbow. All right, then we're going to sit back up and come to a straddle position here. Taking those legs nice and wide, giving your partner some room if you're working out with a buddy. We're gonna take those arms up, hugging your belly with your left arm. Go ahead and reach over with the right and try and pull through to look up at the ceiling underneath your top arm here. All right, keeping that shoulder peeled back away from the ear. Really trying to rotate the torso up. Every time you inhale, expand that rib cage and breathe. And inhale, reaching those arms back up. Right arm hugs the belly. Left arm reaches for that right foot, shin or knee, wherever you're at in your body. And looking underneath that arm up at the ceiling, keeping the shoulders away from the ears still. We don't want to put any tension on our neck. And breathing. Then on our next inhale, rising up, we're gonna come to a pike position here. So now our feet together, body at 90 degrees, reaching those arms up nice and tall, reaching, and folding forward and bringing your nose to your knees. Giving your knees a kiss if you can. Saying, thank you, knees. Thank you for helping me run and jump and cartwheel. Nice deep breaths. Here you can actually grab the bottoms of your feet if you can reach and press your toes into your hands to really stretch out those arms and shoulders. Give them a nice workout today. All right. Way to hang in there. Great job, everybody. Thanks to my friend Melanie here for joining with me. We hope you liked the workout today. Please subscribe to the channel for more amazing workouts like this one. Like this video so you can always come back and work out to it anytime you want. If you want to find out more about me and my practice, please be sure to check out therootedwing.com. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.